I got knocked out of Europe. It wasn't actually planned. There's going to be some sort of investigation, viewers. Welcome back to Gunning For It with me, GFM. I'm a little concerned that there's going to be a FIFA investigation into my removal from the Europa League. Yeah, we didn't go through in it. Last time, of course, the 5-0 against Millwall and the very successful 2-0 win against Liverpool. And since then, it's been a bit of a disaster, viewers. The voice pitch has gone slightly higher as I start to feel more embarrassed, and I actually have to tell you about it. We lost 1-0 in the first leg away at Sporting. In between that, went through in the FA Cup after extra time against Cardiff. Goodness me. And then a 1-1. Again, not our best work, really. Match stats-wise, I've got to say, I think we probably did enough to probably do more than that. But yeah, it wasn't to be. And because they got that away goal, it was a bit of a disaster. David Gibb got himself sent off. He can't play the next European game. Luckily, we haven't got one this season. But yeah, all in all, disaster, viewers. And we didn't follow it up particularly well either. A 0-0 against Bournemouth. Never good. And this is the game, viewers. The 1-0 defeat to Watford. I don't want to say I got well and truly FM'd, but I got well and truly FM'd. They made a ridiculous amount of saves, 39 shots, 17 of which on target. And before you go in, they were probably all outside the area, Ben. No, they weren't. Some of the off-target shots, absolutely, they were, but most of them were very, very close. We got one goal, no goals, hit the woodwork once, and yeah, didn't win. And they had one shot on target and scored. 88th minute, Pedro scored. I don't know what to say, really. One of our defenders got a 7.7, so work that out. Their goalkeeper, 7.3, had the game of his bloody life, 7.3. Okay. We did beat Stoke 2-0 though, so we're not completely dreadful. Today though, Newcastle and Aston Villa. The reason I'm showing you the Newcastle-Aston Villa obviously don't get many chances to play a team that I've previously managed, so we know the team very, very well. But actually, the way the league table is forming up, because of our shambolic performances recently, Manchester United now 4-point lead over us. Played earlier this morning against Brighton and won, so we need to win today to get ourselves back on track, at least to have 30 games and 68 points, so we're a point behind. Basically, we've got to win both games today. Otherwise, it could be an absolute disaster. The end of season running is getting very, very tense, and I think all the Premier League games almost, not every single one, some of them are routine, like we should beat Southampton, should beat Sunderland, but Newcastle, a side that beat us earlier this season, but they could be, so did Southampton, come to think of it. Oh, goodness me. Essentially, viewers, I'm starting off the week stressed, so we'll see how we get on. Okay, back to the diamond we go then for this game. Gentile in goal, Lashley, Gibb, Radaby and Szczesny. Kuzmin will play just behind Guendouzi and Fabrizio. I've changed around a little bit in recent times. Lahide all behind Yaya and Davi. I've got to just get that right. Maybe I should just call him Mustafa. It's a lot easier to say. But we should be able to do the business. Little bit of revenge at the Emirates. As I say, Newcastle beat us last time. Not today. All right, then. We are in the red. They are in the blue. Bentaleb, I remember it well, got the goal for them last time. And if they play like that for the rest of the game, we might be in a spot of luck. First highlight of the game. 6 minutes in, as Newcastle play a through ball that we should really deal with. We've not dealt with at all. Not even a little bit well. As the highlights for me a little bit slow here, actually. Let's speed them up. Augusto has got a man over. Monson now as he drives forward. Of course, we nearly joined Newcastle at one point. I'm starting to wish that we had. It's 1-0 to the away side. I don't understand. They're up into 4th as well. I don't know what's going on with them. This would be 6 points they've got against me. I'm not happy about it. If we lose this, I do fear, because United have only lost one game this year. They may well run away with this. Lahida puts a ball in though. We're there. And our number 9, Yaya, should have scored. It's Yaya, isn't it? Yaya. It must be like that. Yeah. There's a bit of a Watford situation here. We're largely dominant, but we're 1-0 down, and I worry that this could be a theme with the end of our season as Lahida finds Gibb. We know he's dangerous from that side. Ball played in, all the way back across to Lashley, whose delivery's not too bad. Lahida's there. Oh, and heads in. Beautiful stuff. 1-1, back on level terms. Lovely jubbly. All right, if we get to half-time at 1-1 or 2-1 us, that would be preferred as well, then I think we've got every chance, but it's really hotting up now. And to be fair, I love it when it's like this. It's so exciting. Every single game matters that little bit more. Hence, I'm going to try to show you as much as possible without bogging us down too much in every single league game. But 1-1 at half time. I'm going to keep things exactly as they are. 61% possession, creating lots of chances. We just need another goal. And we owe Newcastle after last time, and I remember it, so it should actually logically make sense. We're also getting a more positive. I think having a more positive approach, especially in the second half, should open ourselves up a little bit, make us less nervous, in theory, going forward. We'll see if we can do something with it, as Davi at the moment, looking nervous. Svoboda on the bench, a man that we're probably going to bring on. But it is Newcastle with the ball at their feet. It's whether they can break through our diamond, of course. We're very strong in the core as they come out to this left-hand side now, or our left-hand side, their right-hand side, of course. Augusto, though, driving forward, shot in and shot over. I think Svoboda for Davi makes a lot of sense right now. There we go. On he comes. We've got about half an hour to go. Playing positively. Can we get another goal? Yeah, struggling a little bit. Manny for him maybe to come on. Yeah, let's get both of the front two off and switched around. 20 minutes to go. Can we make the difference? I'm going to go back to balance. I don't know. Maybe it'll give us a little bit more. I don't really know what I mean, viewers. What I'm saying is sometimes you can be too positive and it feels as if we're trying to force it a little bit. Nothing's happening. Go back to balance. Almost give Newcastle a bit more of a chance to score. As that is very, very close to being in. Blimey, that replay actually matters for once. Another chance for us though. Lashley on that side. Of course, Villa to come after this. Mid-table Villa. Surely we can do something against them, but we've got to beat Newcastle first. That's Fabrice. Makes it 2-1. Beautiful finish from the edge of the box. It's 2-1 to Arsenal now, and we go within a point of Manchester United, who lead this league table. We'll look at it again in 3 dimensions. It was such a good finish. Koeman finds him on the edge. I'm thinking, I don't think I've seen you shoot from here, Fabrice. Don't do it this time. Don't let this be your first, but my goodness, was it. Smashes it almost through the keeper, who falls to the ground in fear, and it's 2-1 to us. Every goal matters. A game, again, I mentioned it at the start of the episode, we had to win. Hopefully we can see this out now. We'll go to, again, a more cautious style. Going to balance seems to do the trick, no matter if it was up to me or not. I'm not really sure. I feel like I've had a bit of an impact with the final chance of the game. Ball played in. No way! No! Oh my goodness me! It's cleared away. Final chance for Newcastle. Arguably should have scored. Mayhem in the penalty area. Cleared away. And we get away with it. 2-1. And we go now to Aston Villa midweek. Flipping heck. It was pinball for a moment there. We did very well to not let it go in. By the way, you've just noticed there, United scored. Mucho, I think you'd say, scored on the 91st minute, which is disappointing. I could really do with them not winning games for a bit. Is their running as hard as ours is? Ours is pretty tricky. Of course, they play us within it. Manchester City, Tottenham, and yeah, I mean, yes, difficult. Chelsea in there as well as Villa. But their next game is not for a little while. So we get a chance to go back on top today if we can beat Aston Villa midweek. Let's hope this is a week to remember, viewers. I want that storybook ending. I want it to finish with us just winning the league, and we'll have come a long way. And that's all I want. I've said it all this season, really. I just really, really, really want to win the league this year. It's not about getting to the Champions League. I've done that. Or I've tried to do that, I should say, with Aston Villa. Not interested anymore. I really want in on this league title. That's what I want to be, a champion. Drawing to Bournemouth and losing to Watford, though, that doesn't help the cause. I'll be honest to you now. That's not something that is useful long term. Of course, though, coming up then, the old boys, Aston Villa. I just hope we win, really. It's as simple as that. I don't want there to be any drama. I want a boring 1-0 win. I want them to play poorly, us to play great, and we all go home happy. Please. Please, Aston Villa, just give me this one. Go on for it. For your old mate, Dr. Benji FM. Imagine if they all called me that. That would be a bit odd, a bit bizarre, wouldn't it? Oh, we've got a new intake of youth players that we probably won't ever see. So let's assume there'll probably be like 3 or 4 amazing ones here. All right, one guy, Roger Blackman. He looks like he might be a bit of a star of the future. 15 years of age. I could see him being very good in the future. Very, very good, in fact. Got all the things you look for early on, like physically very, very strong. No one else there particularly good. I mean, we didn't get a son, so whatever, move on. In all my years of Football Manager, I've never had a son, or I have had a son and completely missed it. So, I mean, that's possible too. Okay, then Aston Villa. Now, after beating Newcastle, there's a real temptation here to play the exact same lineup that I played in the last game. I think Dwayne Taylor on the bench maybe for Morris is the only switch we'll make. The rest of the side is going to remain exactly the same. So Gentile, Lashley, Szczesny, Radaby, Gibb at the back as well. Koeman, Guendouzi, Fabrice in the centre, Lahida behind here, and Davi. We need, really, this front 2 to start scoring again. It feels like it's been a little while. The front 3 have got quite a lot of goals between them, but in recent times, they've gone a little bit cold, so we need more goals from them. Of course, the Aston Villa side, Menace is there, Gudmundsson, Grimmel's there as well, Vergara, Obermeyer, Seri, Alkin, Morgan, Garrido. It's basically a team in my makeup. Only a couple of players there that we're not familiar with, as in we didn't sign them. So lots of players that I know can do me damage. But if anybody knows this Villa team, it's me. And I know if we get early goals against them, their ability to come back is sometimes quite questionable. We've got to start fast here. The home side, can we do the business? This might be with a pivotal game. Again, it can send us top of the table with 7 games to go. Lashley, free kick, early doors, rattles it against the Villa wall. But let's see, can we get the ball back into the centre? Lashley recovers it. Great ball out to Lahida on that side, who's got a bit of space to manoeuvre. Will he go for goal? Finds a beautiful ball up to Lashley. Ball played in. Not his best work, in Villa deal with the danger. Well, actually, they might be turning that danger into something dangerous of their own. As Gudmundsson goes for it from there. I've seen him do it. I know it shouldn't be done. Villa on the ball. I built a talented technical team, so we've got to be aware of that. But equally, I've joined a talented technical team, and hopefully Fabrice will show that off right now as he takes the ball, travels with it a long way. Heyer now with a strike on goal, just over. Let's call him Heyer. It's Yahaya. Why am I don't know. Fabrice balling, cleared away as far as the hider. Little bit of space finds Koutcheman. We're faffing about with it on the edge of the box. Fabrice goes for goal. 2-in-2 for him. I think it's his 6th goal of the season. He usually doesn't shoot from distance, but he's got 6 goals this year, and 2 of them in this last 2 episodes, or the last 2 matches, I should say, have been absolutely sensational. Puts in the corner to begin with. Servi gets it clear. I thought Lahida was going to strike it, to be honest, and then suddenly the awareness from Radaby to do a nice turn, find Fabrice, smashes it past Garrido, and it's 1-0 to Arsenal. And you can see it sends us back to the top of the table. Goal difference an issue for us. If we can extend it against Villa, that'd be great. But I'll be honest with us, I'll take the win. Both ourselves and United have got lots of games to play, lots of difficult games to play. I should have checked really to see if United were still in Europe. I'm not sure they are. I'm going to do it now because I'm curious. They are still in, Champions League quarter-finals. So they're going to have lots of games in between. Us getting knocked out of the Europa League might be a blessing in disguise, although it's not that disguise when I explicitly said I didn't really want to be in that competition. All right, half-time, Villa without a shot on target. A little bit of concern to Lahida, though. He's going to come off. Dwayne Taylor to come on, and will we see former Villa man Svoboda play at some point? Potentially so. The striking duo up top, again, quite quiet so far. I want a little more from them. Chance maybe for Villa, although no, Fabrice, he loses out sadly. Grimmel now, will he go for goal? He will. Forced to Osman. It forced to Menace there, who poaches a finish. We've seen him do that before for us, but now he's done it against us. Back to 1-1. And Villa are causing us some issues. I'm going to go more positive. We did it in the last game. They went back to balance. Maybe that's the way to do it. Convince them you're maybe playing more positively and then switch it back again. The front two, they're coming off again, viewers. I'm disappointed in both of them. Svoboda on, as is Manny. Maybe they'll have to start next game because at the moment we're seeing very little output from our 2 men up front. All right, I've been positive for a while. Back to balanced. Is there a goal incoming, viewers? That's the question. 4 shots on target for us so far. Just not enough output currently. We'll work it into the box. We're doing everything we can. We're going to overlap instead of underlap for the final 12 minutes. See if our wing players can push further forward. Maybe provide a little bit more width. Neither of them playing particularly well. Speaking of which, the wing players or the wide players of Villa are now getting involved. Vergara, though, falls to him on the edge of the box. Finds Alkin on this side. Normally, I'd be loving this. Finds Chambers, who we know can be dangerous. Radaby with a great challenge. And Lashley clears to Manny, who's got a lovely touch from him. He's got a man over if he can find him. Surely a goal. Svoboda, you fool! He's clean through. Oh, my God, he's clean through. I can't believe it. Corner played in by Svoboda. We need the goal. Garrido claims. Oh, my goodness me. What's going on, viewers? That should have been a goal. Corner, late doors, 4 minutes about a time. Szczesny hits the bar. Of course he does. We've made all 3 changes. It's now whether the boys on the pitch can do the job. A man, this back post, he wants it. Svoboda, give him one chance. I'm backing him to score it. I'll tell you now. Gibb, left side. Can he put a ball into the centre? They clear that. Oh, God, no. Last chance, but time is pretty much up. Manny flicks it on. It's all over, as the text commentary says. We go level on points with United, behind on goal difference, but they have a game in hand. Assertively say, not good enough today. We should be winning that big chance. We bring on the 2 strikers. They have a major impact, but they should have combined for a goal. 69 points to us, 69 points to Manchester United. It's still all to play for, viewers, and tomorrow we'll see how we get on. But goodness me, we should have had something in this game. A point is okay, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. 4 points, not too bad, but you've got to be beating Villa. It's not good enough, is it? It's just not. All right, then. Next time we meet, I'll play the Brentford game away from the videos for now, but I think Chelsea and Southampton might be the episode. I think that might be what we do. I'm just thinking how this will work out, though. So Chelsea, Southampton, there may be... Maybe just we go straight to the end of the season. I'm not sure. Maybe we go Chelsea, Southampton, Tottenham, Sunderland. I guess we should play both. And then end of the season, those 3 games, the back end. You might have an FA Cup game in there as well, which might be exciting too. But so much frustration. If you did enjoy today, do drop a like on it. Want to see some more? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. FM20 round the corner. Be prepared for that. Hopefully you're still enjoying this, and I'll see you again soon. We love with care from the Twitch. Until next time, have a great week. Goodbye.